Hey, I'm down here in Washington, D.C. Hopefully the House of Representatives will be voting later today to pass the Family First Coronavirus Response Act, working on paid family leave for folks that can't go to work and their employers don't cover it, working on food security for kids that can't go to school and they can't have access to the free and reduced lunches, they can't afford it, making sure that people can get access to testing, that they won't be charged by their insurance plan or their doctors, making some money available to the city of New York and the counties and everybody else throughout the country that's dealing with Medicaid issues related to this. These are all designed to try and provide some stimulus and to try and help people during these difficult times. One of the most important things we need to do, every expert says so, is we need to increase the testing here. I'm actually working on trying to get local companies that are expert in this area to help the federal government, working with the FDA and some of the emergency preparedness response teams to try and help on getting more testing. The bottom line is we have to be prepared, not scared. This is no time for people to be panicking. It's a serious issue, there's no question about it, but if we take the appropriate steps, we'll be okay. And we'll get through this and we'll come out the other side stronger than ever before. The keys are to do the simple things that we all know. Make sure you wash your hands. If you're sick, don't go to work, don't go out, don't expose other people, especially don't expose senior citizens. If you think that you're not sick and not showing symptoms yet, but may have been exposed to the coronavirus, don't go near people until we find out what's going on. And hopefully there'll be much more testing available and more readily accessible for people over the next couple of weeks. It's one of the big failings of our federal system right now that there's not more testing available at this moment. Try and avoid large crowds wherever possible. Don't go to any big groups, any big gatherings. And when you are with people, don't shake hands. If you have to do the fist bump or the elbow bump, that's fine. But, wherever possible, try and stay away from groups of people, just so we can try and stop the spread of this. They talk about how with a disease like this, that the big concern is that it'll ramp up, almost doubling every day, and see a sharp spike. And the idea is by doing social distancing, by quarantining people who are actually sick, by avoiding large crowds, we'll slow the spread and flatten the curve of how many people are actually exposed. So we've all got to do our part. Again, don't freak out. Be prepared, not scared. Do the simple steps that are important and necessary, like washing your hands and avoiding big crowds. And if you're sick, don't go to work. Don't go out in public. Stay at home. Call the doctor. And working together, we'll get through all of this. We've seen so many different impacts of people worrying, so many things shut down, so many sporting events shut down. It's affected my family as well as yours. And the markets have been just collapsing. I believe that with some proper leadership, we can get through this whole thing. We're listening to the president today at 3 o'clock. The House hopefully will pass a bill today, a bipartisan bill that will have near unanimous support, hopefully, and that the Senate will pass a bill on Monday or Tuesday of next week. Let's all keep on working together and get through this thing together. Thanks very much.